Okay, hello everyone. It's Teacher Kim again with our second class about advanced piano. And I'm sorry, we haven't actually had in-person class yet, so I'm not sure exactly what level you are at. So I'm just kind of going blindly through this and just going along with the book. One student did reach out to me, and she was saying that this was the previous assignment was a little too easy for her, but I'm not sure about the rest of you. So we're going to keep using the book and feel free to follow along. Hopefully you are understanding. And if it is too easy for you, I recommend that you can go on further in the book and experiment and look at the different pieces. And then when I actually meet who is in my class, I will be able to assist you and find the right level and piece of music that will be good for your level. So yeah, tonight this is kind of a last minute video that I am making for our lesson tomorrow. So I will start. First, I'm going to review some of the concepts about notes and about rests. So for some of you that might be review, and it will be a quiz for you. If not, then this will be a good introduction for you, and I want you to study it and remember the terms. And then after that, we will talk about scales, and I'm going to add the G major scale for you to practice. And even if you are already feel like, oh, it's easy so far, I want you to keep practicing these scales. It's very important to practice scales. And then after that, I will talk about the two new pieces that I'm assigning. And yeah, I'm looking forward to when I can actually meet you and design the course to meet your needs. But for now, I will go ahead and share the screen. Okay, so advanced piano with me, Teacher Kim. And now this is what I was talking about. I would like to review notes and rests. So I've covered up the names, and let's see if you know what they are. This is your quiz if you already know them. If not, then please take note and please study these. So first, the notes. Notes are when we are actually playing a key on the piano and we are holding it down for the amount of beats that it counts for in the measure. Rests, on the other hand, are when we are not playing. We lift up, and that is the amount of beats that we are not playing on the piano. So first, this first note, what is this? Okay, say it if you know it. If not, take note. This is, take note, that no pun intended. This is a whole note. A whole note means that we hold it for the full measure. So if there is 4/4 timing, which I'll talk about later in another lesson, sometimes there's 3/4 timing or different times that are set up. It tells you the amount of beats for a measure. So 4/4, that's the most standard one. That means that there are 4 beats for 4 whole counts in a measure. So a whole note for 4/4 timing would be 4 beats. You would hold it down for the entire measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, lift up. All right, so that is a whole note for the whole measure. Okay, next one. This is a half note. We hold it for half of a measure. Okay, and you'll notice that this one, it has an empty hole. It's not filled in. The next one is filled in. What is this called? It is called a quarter note. Okay, so it is held for a quarter of the measure. And then next, this one is filled in, and it's similar to the quarter note, but it has one flag on it. What is this called? It is an eighth note. Okay, and then the next one has 2 flags on it. It is a 16th note. That means that it counts for 1/16 of the measure. Okay, now let's look at rests. And I think you'll start to notice a pattern here. So first, my music teachers like to tell me that it looks like a hat. Either the hat is a magician's hat. It's either turned upside down or it's turned the right side up. So the first way is upside down. Um, what rest is this? It is a whole rest. So that means that for one whole measure, you are not playing keys, at least for this hand. And we'll talk about treble and bass clef. Um, you might be playing, for example, on the bass clef, but the treble clef, maybe there is a whole rest. You're lifting up your hand for that entire measure. Or maybe it's for this one. What's the next one? The hat that is the right side up, it is a half rest. So for half of a measure, there you are having a rest. Next, this little vertical zigzag is a quarter rest. And next we have this little line with a little circle attached to it. This is an eighth rest. And next, the next one has two. This is a 16th rest. That means for 1/16 of the measure, there is a rest. And now maybe you can see the pattern on each side. They correspond. We have full note, whole rest, half note, half rest, quarter note, quarter rest, eighth note, eighth rest, 16th note, 16th rest. So maybe this was a review for you. If not, study it. And if you're still confused, you can ask me for clarification, or you can also go online and Google this or look in a music book and you'll find more information. Okay, last week I assigned major C scale, the most basic scale. This is the scale where you're only pressing white notes on the piano. There's no flats or sharps. Those flats and sharps are the black keys that you play on the piano. This one is very simple because there are no black notes. But this week I want to add the next scale, which is major G scale. And this one has one sharp, one black note that is played. That is F sharp on the piano. So you start on G this time. G playing up G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. You skip F, you don't play F, G, and on G. And then you can play another octave or you can play back down. And let's watch this video. This man does a very good job explaining how to play, and he's also going to show you fingering. He picks me up. Okay, I like this video because it gives you a good visual and it shows you the fingering as well. He only played one octave, but you can play 2 or more octaves. You could play the entire piano if you're up for that challenge. And also, I want you to look at pages 27 and 26 for fingering on the scale. So if you're confused about the fingering, you can check out pages 27 and 26. I put it in that order because I think it's actually better to start with page 27 and then go to page 26. So let's look at that right now. So let's scroll to page 27. And here you can see they've numbered the fingers, and you saw in the video how he numbered. I don't think you can see me right now, so let me just stop the share you so I can show you my fingers. So on your hands, 1 starts with your thumb on both hands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, right hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 is your thumb on both hands. 5 is your pinky finger, your little finger. So remember that numbering of your fingers, and that will help you as we look at these scales. Okay, so here they have a little number that's showing the number of the finger next to each note. So first we have C major scale, which is the scale I assigned last time. So use this. Maybe you want to try one hand at a time. So first, this is treble clef. It's usually your right hand, not always, but in this case, it's your right hand. And try playing just your right hand. And then try playing the treble clef with your left hand. And then after you've got it down on each hand, then play it together. And so you can see on the treble clef, it starts with your thumb. Number 1 is your thumb, right, on C. 2, your index finger. 3, your middle finger. And then, like we saw in the video, you're going to go under, go back to 1, 2, 3, and then you can see and you can watch the video as well. And on your left hand, instead, you start with your pinky with number 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play all your fingers and then go over with your 3rd finger. And it's actually the same pattern for both C major scale and G major scale. So here you have this helpful fingering. So you can practice C major and then G major scale, which I have assigned. That's on page 27. And then once you get this down, then you can go to page 26. And here it has 2 octaves. And it also shows the fingering. So right hand for treble clef, left hand for bass clef. You can try them separately first and then try them together. And you'll notice that the bass clef, it actually goes into the treble clef because yeah, it gets harder to write the notes. So they just showed it here, but you are still using your left hand like they've shown here. So they have C major and they have G major scale. You can practice by looking at these. Okay, so hopefully that helps. And your assignment this week, I've assigned 2 more songs. And again, I'm sorry, I don't know which level you're at. So for some of you, I'm not sure if this is easy or if it's too hard. If you're feeling like, oh, it's too much, I don't know even the first song, then keep focusing on those songs that I assigned last time. And hopefully I will be able to see you and help you when I see you play. And then I can see, okay, you need more practice on this, or, oh, it's too easy and I'll give you something more advanced. So again, just do what works for you. So if you are one of those people and you played the 2 songs from last time, which were Old MacDonald's and Oh, When the Saints Go Marching In, then you can try these new songs. There is When the Saints, similar to the one from last week, and there is the Dancing Bear. These are on pages 17 and 18. So let's go there now so I can show you. And I'm at my house now, so I don't have a piano, so I can't show you or give you a sample of how to play it. But if I get a chance, I will do that. But for now, you can find them in the book. So first on page 17, we have When the Saints. And you can see the notes and the rest that I was showing you earlier. So here you get to actually apply. So here's a song. And here is the Dancing Bear, which you can also try. It looks like we have to rotate it a few times. Okay, here we go. The Dancing Bear. You can play around with these. And yeah, if you want, you can go experiment with other pieces in the book and just enjoy and have fun and experiment with the piano. And I look forward to when I will actually see you and be able to teach you and give you guidance. So thank you all. Have a great weekend. Happy Sabbath.